Today we wanted to run through the LCD remote for the Light Pro V2 and show you all the functions you can do from the remote itself. As you can see on the top of the remote, we have 3 buttons. These 2 are your arm and disarm buttons, and this one's your function button. So if we just start off with a simple one, the one you're going to use daily, closest to the end, to the point, we've got this button here. If we press it once, we'll actually arm the alarm system, and then the middle one will disarm it. Now, just saying you came in late at night and you didn't want the beeps on your car to activate when you arm and disarm the alarm system, if you actually hold this button down for 1 beep or 1 second, and same again with the disarm button, will actually give you silent arm and disarm. We also have the function button, which is the circular button at the end. If we press it once, it will bring us vehicle check and give you all the statistics of the car itself. We can wait for that to switch off on the screen, or we can hold on to the button once to come back out to the main screen. If we also press the button again and again, we get to settings. We can use the following buttons on the end here to scroll up and down through all the different menus. To come back out of this again, we can hold the end button once and it will bring it back to the main screen again. There's 3 different ways we can actually put the alarm system into valet mode or maintenance mode. So if we're dropping the car off at, say, Ford or a dealership, we can actually enter or even switch the alarm system off completely. Now, one of the functions we can actually do is we can go into app settings, if you're using an Android that is. We can roll it round to control button. We can actually place the service mode button in one of the bottom or top left-hand corners just by selecting it there. If we then go back to the app itself, it will show this button in the bottom left-hand corner. Now, making sure your ignition is switched on. So if we just switch the ignition on, the tag inside the vehicle as well, you'll see highlighted on here, we can actually press and put the alarm system into maintenance mode. We can then switch the ignition off, and that will completely switch off any functions of the alarm system. So if you were to use your remote, everything will work as it should. To take it back out of valet mode, same again, ignition on, hold onto that button again, we'll actually take the system again out of valet. Another way of doing it is through the LCD remote, and we can actually do that by hitting on the function button at the end. So if we press that once, again making sure the ignition's on, tags inside the vehicle, we can press it until we see settings, which is your function button here. Press the button on the end, and we can actually scroll down using this button here. So if we went too high, we can actually roll it back down again. We carry on down until we see valet mode. To confirm, we press the function button, and then we want to move it across to here. So we press the right hand button there till this is highlighted. F button to confirm, and it will show you valets there. Now to get back to the main screen, we can either wait for the screen to switch off or hold the button once and it takes it into this mode. Now, if we've got the app open as well, you'll actually see that that will have put the alarm system into valet. To take it back out again, exactly the same way. Hold the button, press it once, twice until we get settings, end button to get back in here. Scroll down to the bottom until we see valet, too far. Press it once to confirm, scroll it across to the side and press it once again. And that will take it out again. On the valet button, if it's a green light, it shows the system's in valet mode. If it's a plain signal and there's no light on there whatsoever, again, that's out of valet mode. So if we just show you there, again, back onto the app, and you can see the cog's gone and it's out of maintenance mode. The third way to place the alarm system into valet mode is by using the tag. If we hold onto the tag itself for, as you can see, there's a little light in the top left-hand corner. If we hold it for 3 flashes, the alarm system will place itself into valet mode. Again, making sure the ignition's on. And if we want to take it back out of valet mode, again, 3 flashes. And you're ready to go again. Some of our packages are sold with our VS23 motion sensor. And what that means is if you imagine this was your vehicle, you've actually got a sensor which works as a perimeter sensor outside the vehicle itself. It also has a motion internal sensor as well. We can actually adjust these, or should we say switch them on and off through the remote itself. Now this cannot be done through the app. It can only be done through the LCD remote. You can actually adjust the shock, the tilt and the movement sensor through the app, which I will show you now very quickly. If we go into the 3 lines, we can go to alarm settings. This will be the same with iPhone. Into user settings. Let's wait for it to load up. We can actually go to sensors and we can adjust them up and down as needed. But if we go down to the supplementary sensor, it doesn't matter what we do with these. Unfortunately, we cannot adjust them in any way whatsoever. We can with the movement, the tilt, and all the other parts, but unfortunately not. So back onto the LCD remote. Wake the screen up. Twice to settings. If we use one of these top buttons, we can actually scroll. So if we go too far, we can go back up again. If we keep going the middle one until we see sensors, F button to confirm. As you can see, we can actually adjust shock, motion and tilt in there, but it's a lot easier to do that in the app. If we can control one more down, we go down to extension, F button to confirm. And inside here, we can actually turn off the sensor itself. So if we roll it into the middle icon there, using this function button, we can change all the different states. So that's fully on. This one here is fully off, so internal and external is completely off. And this one is just the internal zone. So just saying, for example, you parked it on a main road and you wanted that external zone switched off, we would use that function there. So if we hold on that one there, we then use this button on the top till we get to the save button there, press it once, a few seconds to confirm, and that takes it in. Now just saying we wanted to switch that back on again, we'd come back to this extension again, press it once, move it across to the middle icon, change the icon back to the full set so that we've got the 2 sensors on the side there. Use the middle button to come across until we get to the disk, and F button once more to save. And there we go. That's now switched off all the sensors. Sorry, switch the sensors back on again, so your external zone is working. If we want to come out of this screen again, press it once for a second, 1 beep, and it will come back out again. Through the remote, we can also turn off the beeps and the vibrate on the actual remote itself as well. So if we press the function button to wake the screen up, again twice till we get to settings, and one of these 2 buttons will take it into menu. From here, if we scroll all the way to the bottom to settings, click the function button, we can actually control sound and vibration. So this is to do with the LCD remote, not to do with the car. So if we go into sound, F button to confirm, we can actually go in and switch off F button. So if we've brought it across here by using this icon or these buttons here, left to right, and then the function button to switch the switch, and that's actually turned the beeps off. So when we're scrolling through, we just take it back. You'll see it's only vibrating. To switch back on again, F button twice to get to settings, all the way down. We've actually clicked the other way to get to settings there again. F button to confirm, back to sounds, across to this button here, and then 1 to flick the sounds back on again. Hold on to it, bring it back to the main page, and your arm and disarm beeps through the remote are switched back on again. This is a nice, simple one, but it does actually catch people out. You can actually switch the remote off by holding the function button for 3 beeps. The only thing is, some people have done this in their pocket, and what actually happens there is you're going to press it and it will still light the screen up with information. Even though the remote is still completely switched off, it's still giving notifications. So if you're getting this, it's not that the remote is out of power or is not connected, it's just simply switched off. So hold the F button again, 3 beeps, and it will switch it back on again. As you can see, all ready to go. Battery on the remote lasts quite a long time, so you're going to get at least a week, maybe 2, maybe a little bit longer than that. Depends on use of the actual system itself, but it's got a little port on the side here where we can actually plug a micro USB into the side of it. Let's get it the right way around. Little indicator in the top right hand corner there shows you the battery level of the remote as well. You can also see next to it we have an indication that shows you when the signal is being sent to the alarm system and how strong it is. We've also got the time, which can be changed through your phone app as well. If you don't want the alarm system to make any noise whatsoever on the actual vehicle itself, not through the pager, you can actually go into your function button, into settings, hold on to this bottom here, and we can scroll down until we see siren. Click on the F button to enter the menu, scroll into the middle, and as you can see, this icon shows that all siren sounds are switched on. If we press the F button once, this turns off your external warn away sound. So if you have your warning beeps or anything like that, it will switch that part off. If we press it one more time, this will actually turn off all siren sounds. So if your alarm activates, there'll be no noise coming out of the siren whatsoever. Use this button to literally scroll left and right until we get over to the save button on the side here and press it once, and that will confirm. To switch it back on again, we're going to press the F button once over siren again, scroll into the middle, back onto this icon, scroll it across to the save sign, and switches it back on again. To come back out of this screen, again, hold the button once and it brings it back.